A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen,
Namita?
honorable authorities, fellow faculty members, parents, and my dear class of 2020. It gives me an immense pleasure to extend to you all very warm greetings on behalf of Pathways World School Aravali family. I, Dr. Namita Agarwal, will be your host for today for the first ever virtual graduation ceremony of our school. Before we begin this ceremony, may I remind you to please turn your cell phones to silent mode. Also, during the proceedings, we would encourage you to express your happiness and pride by applauding and cheering for our students. May I also take this opportunity to welcome on board our school director, Ms. Sonia Gandhi Mehta, our senior school principal, Ms. Manjula Shenoy, the school council presidents, Mr. Siddhant Kapila and Ms. Khushi Mittal. At the outset, I would like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to the founder director of our school, Mr. Bhat Jain, for graciously consenting to be here this evening to address the gathering. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us in this dignified and special event of the academic year. Ladies and gentlemen, in 1999, Mr. Prabhat Jain decided to make the foray into the education space. With a focused vision to create an institution second to none, our chairman, Mr. Pramod Jain, and the founder directors, Mr. Praveen Jain, Mr. Prabhat Jain, and Mr. Prashant Jain, did an extensive research on school education. Today, the vision that was initially carved by the four of them is collectively shared and felt amongst thousands of us. Mr. Prabhat Jain is a member of various bodies and councils in the field of education. With the strong belief that Pathways is a living organism that evolves further with each passing year, he aspires to continue his research and gradually expand the school chain in different parts of India. Having said that, may I please request Mr. Jain to open the graduation ceremony for the class of 2020 with his valuable words.
Thank you, Namita. Good evening, dear graduates, students, parents, our faculty members, colleagues. As Namita said, that it was in 1999 that we started doing research on schools and systems, and I think we continue to do so, and we continue to innovate even till today. This particular format in which all of us have assembled today is something that none of us had envisioned even had imagined, even 2 months before, that we will actually be doing something like this. So life is a journey, as I always say that Pathways is a living organism. So life is a journey where we keep learning, we keep adapting, we keep evolving, and that's how the life moves, and that's how everything moves. Well, it's a very, very important occasion today when the class of 2020 is graduating, and I look back and to the graduation ceremonies that we have had over past several years, with the grandeur and the whole arrangement and very magnanimous sort of events. But this also shows the resilience of the human race, that how we quickly adapted to the on-screen graduation which we are doing today. And my compliments and kudos to everybody who has worked towards it to put this together. Well, to you, young graduates, you are a very, very special batch. You are the graduates of 2020, school graduates of 2020 who are entering the college world. The world now is getting divided into pre-COVID and post-COVID. So you are going to be the first batch of students entering the post-COVID world. Just remember that. COVID is here to stay for us forever. and we have to learn to live with it. We have to become even more resilient and still continue with our lives. While COVID is a challenge, it also has created a lot of opportunities for us. Right? It has taught us to adapt to the new normal, as a lot of people are saying. It has taught us how to innovatively use a lot of technology platforms that did exist even earlier also, but we never either had an opportunity or a need, or didn't even think about using them so effectively as we're using them now. If I give you my own personal experience, for the last 40 days we have been, it's only that our eyes are becoming more square. So maybe if this continues, they say that we used to have tails, long back. Maybe in future, the next
I'll try.
future generations would say that they used to have round eyes, now they only have square eyes, if screen is something. But that's innovation. That's all what we are doing. And there are a lot of firsts that you guys are doing. You guys at school level got onto virtual classes. We are doing a virtual graduation. Probably you will go on to do a virtual orientation in your colleges and universities where you go. And probably you'll start your college in the fall semester with virtual classes. So there are a lot of firsts that you guys are doing, and really giving fruition to the power and reach of technology in a very right way. And I hope in this whole process, with the kind of wings that your parents and pathways has given to you, you would engage in that even more, and use technology in the very right way, and use and adapt to the new normal to make this world even a better place. One aspect of post COVID is adapting our life to this new normal, adapting to the virtual world, the precautions. Large gatherings probably would be a passe, and how we adjust our business, professional, personal lives. The other need of post COVID, which I think is incumbent on all of you graduates, is the need for empathy and care. This world always needed empathy and care, but in the post COVID situation, the need for that empathy and the need for that care has only increased. And I would say that empathy and care starts first from our own homes. All of you graduates, you know, your parents are working very, very hard to make sure you have an exposure of the kind that you are having in school and what you would continue to have when you go to the college. But just remember, you are very informed graduates, and the kind of economic turmoil this entire situation is causing is not leaving even your parents unaffected, right? But at the same time, uh, it's the it's the will of your parents who would never dilute or never compromise on something which is for you guys, and everybody would be doing that. So the first empathy and care that you can show is by giving a hug to your parents, of continuing to do what they are doing for you and what they will continue to do with you, for you, even in the most testing times. The second would be your friends, your relatives, who probably would be in difficult situations because of these times. And then I would say also the people around you. Sometimes it's not necessary to only offer somebody charity by way of money or food, but also giving somebody a shoulder to, you know, to cry on, or to listen to somebody. Because yes, COVID has created a huge turmoil around the world. We are reading news like that. So empathy and care is even more needed in post-COVID world than it was earlier. And I'm sure with the kind of values that your parents and pathways have embedded in all of you, you would continue, you would be even more resilient. You will display empathy and care even more, and make all of us more proud. So graduates, you have your wings. You have to go out there and you have to make a mark. And all of us are extremely proud of you. While there is a compromise on the kind of ceremony that we are doing today, but I'm sure life is going to give us many more opportunities to assemble together, to celebrate the occasion again, which we can do at any point of time. With these words, once again, I wish you all the very best, and I congratulate all of you graduates, and congratulate all the parents, and I also congratulate all the teachers who have worked so hard for preparing you to come to the level where you are. God bless and take care.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for such an inspiring speech, sir, and for sharing your time and experiences and your thoughts with us. So, my dear students, before we present the diplomas and the accolades won by you, our school director, the DPC, and the school president's address, and the senior school principal declaring you all graduates, let us all sit back and enjoy some fond memories of your journey at Pathways. Shows that your juniors, your very own classmates, and teachers have put up for you, all knitted into a film only and only for you, our special class of 2020. Now, without further ado, over to the film. Welcome to the 16th Pathways World School Aravali graduation ceremony. I am Dr. Namita Agarwal, the Diploma Program Coordinator, and we have gathered here today to celebrate the culmination of 15 years journey from primary, middle and secondary school and the beginning of the tertiary journey for the class of 2020. Because of the current situation, this is our first ever online graduation ceremony, a special platform to conclude years of hard work, the actualization of goals attained, and the acknowledgement of successes achieved. So it is only befitting that we commemorate the road that you, your parents, and the school have traveled together these last 2 years to get you where you are today. My dear class of 2020, by the end of this ceremony, you will no longer be school students. Your DP journey started with hesitant steps, but has been one that has taken you to remarkable heights. It has been a pleasure to have worked with you, watched you turn into young adults who are now ready for being one of the oldest in the school community to be the youngest in the wider community that you are embarking into in your new phase of life. So, let me begin tonight's proceedings with a poem dedicated to the 127 of you. This is the year 16 of graduation, a time for goodbyes and separations, a time to bite your nails as results draw near, a time for thinking, where will I be next year? And so, from all at PWS, we'd like to wish you the very best. So, to say farewell to class 2020 this graduation, here's a poem I made for you. Pardon me for my pronunciation. Also, children, I would like to mention at the very start, I may have missed out a few of you here, but remember, you will always be close to my heart. Head boy and head girl, Siddhant and Khushi, without you both, where would we be? Gentlemen like Anurag and Dennis would love to talk, while Aryans and Sahils from hard work would never balk. Some Vanshas and Samarths found the IAEE combo tough, but Urjashi, Siddhant, Rushin and Ahita, they knew their stuff. Parthav, Sahil, Abhas, Arnav smiled and helped friends out. With Aniket, Ishika, Aditya, Anupam included, I have no doubt. Samantha, Rishita, Arya, Khushe, I admire your recording the TOK presentation. How about taking up filming and photography as a profession? Harman, Raghav, Kabir, Harshit, you've been a boarding star. Rajal, Akshat, Sambhav, Yash, you're silent workers, I know, but you'll go so far. Glinton, Ratan, Teja, Aman, and Dipankar too, I wonder where you'll go and what you will do. Isha, Tanvi, Akshita, Meher, Anjali, formed a dynamic giggling team, while Sujay, Suneja, Taran, Tanvars would readily join them in their screams. Malika, Aditya, Anna, Rajveers would watch film as if there is no tomorrow. Mannat, Ayush, Ajnay, Chandan. Any plans to follow the cruise and Pacino? Kanishk, Manan, Devansh, and Naman, Vanshika, Sanskar. I hope this lockdown has helped you decide what your future plans are. Karat, Shraddha, Molly, and Nan, Abhas, Arjun, Parin, Kritarth. They actually deserve a salutation. They've done us proud and to the nation by qualifying to the School Games Federation. Manav, you won the JK and MRF kart racing. We wish you luck as you keep pacing. Gauri, Ashley, and Devangi Mansi, you are artists in the making. I say so cause I've seen your painting. While Dhruv, Tanisha, Tanya, Kezia contributed immensely to the community, our nightingales, Sia, Gurveen, Sana, their songs to our ears are like honey in tea. To Sachin, Nandini, Parikshit, Uday, with a twinkle in my eye, I would like to say, don't think your coordinator wasn't aware of the pranks you'd always play. The one lone student we had from Korea, our own Yoon Jae Lee. Adele wasn't teaching him music and adventure. Such a glee. Garvit, Animesh, Kabilan, Pratham, they're no fool to pass the IB with a flick and hair that's so cool. Ayush, Radhika, Aranyu, Chandan, they love to get on stage and dance. It's been great for parents and teachers to see each of your performance. While Rajvansh, Shivam, Himanshu, Ankush were never found in room 103, a tough time you gave to Ruby, Sudha, and me, as we always were on a hunting spree. Kartikeya and Vishwas were new but smart and picked up fast. They're the kind of guys who worked from the very start. Guru, Inayat, Dev, Sahaj, you were always so great. But OMG, your submissions, they were always so late. Barar, Prajwal, Abby, Claire from classes would disappear. You four and Monish Kushagra. Actually, are you even here? Soon things will be over, children. And some like Vasu and Yajat would say, I think I'll watch Instagram, YouTube, and Netflix all day. Nikita and Samriddhi would chill on the sofa without foods or provision, wondering what soap next to watch on the television. Now, children, as you move towards pastures anew, dream big, work hard, and please have faith in you. You may throw that nothing can stop us, not even the lockdown or the coronavirus. Go, climb those mountains to embrace challenge and behold the view. Climb it so you could see the world, not so the world can see you. Thank you.
Some of us here today have been in the school for over 15 years, practically their entire life. And then some of us have only been here for about a year.
But still, the bond we share with each other is the same. But even in those 15 years or 1 year that you've been here, no one would have imagined that we would have a virtual graduation.
People did tell us that our final year in school would fly past, but nobody ever said that it zoomed by. Please tell me you got that. Anyways, our seniors said that presidents really look up to the speech. To be honest, we are looking down at our screens at the moment. On that note, who knew that Thursday, the 5th of March 2020, would be the last time we would step inside Takshala as students wearing a PE uniform? Who would have thought that it would be the last time all of us would be under the same roof, spending time with each other? And yet, there were still some who missed it.
Call this a tribute or a walk down memory lane. Today, we're going to take this opportunity to forever document a few memories which defined us as a batch. Memories we will never forget. Memories which, when we think about 10 years down the line, will remind us of just how exciting a batch was.
Normal batches would bunk classes. We as a batch bunked camps. How many of you regret that now? The MUN was something many of us looked forward to since middle school, with our eyes set at the secretariat and the EB. But low-key, more than the committees, we all just wanted to attend the gala dinner and dance on Railgadi.
When I think about the MUN, the first thing which comes to my mind is the night when all of us put our arms around each other in Takshila atrium and started singing and dancing to Yaro Dosti. Now that's a memory forever implanted in our minds.
Through our time in senior school, we had various events such as the TOK retreat and even went on multiple school trips, the most prominent being the visit to the Kumbh Mela and the ESS field trip. Yes, they were supposed to be educational trips, but mostly teaching us patience and how to effectively run away from a Naga sadhu chasing us.
Or catching up with Guru Sir's microsecond planning. Boarding has been an integral part of our school life for most of us, from sneaking in tuck to breaking tube lights while playing cricket. We all have bonded over the lamest jokes and the saddest stories. We had each other's back every time anyone attacked any of us. The daily dinner table gossip sessions, the forever failed attempts to bunk sports, or even the late night guard duties shall be missed. The perpetually late Amazon boys and my personal favorite Danube girls made each other's time in school wholesome and one that we shall always cherish.
Well, day boarders had their own set of experiences, from tire punctures on the Bachapur road to the weekly house gatherings. As a matter of fact, nobody ever intentionally came late to school. Almost always, it was the driver, the traffic, the car, or the house gathering the previous night. To all those flips on the way to Nirvana and those frequent breaks while studying, none of those would ever be forgotten.
Some of us were at our home, some of us were at our second home, but by the end of the day, we were all a part of one big family.
And yes, this speech would be incomplete if we don't talk about all the time spent in the boys' washrooms, followed by a ticket straight to Manjula ma'am's or Hemant sir's office, with everybody eager to see each other outside school. But in the end, we cannot forget the school's invaluable guidance on the workings of IB globally and at a local level of pathways.
Yet, there's still a mystery which continues to keep us awake at night, sometimes quite literally. We still don't know anything about the faces behind Sabka Time Aayega and Nemo. All we want to say is thank you for making us laugh, and we hope to find out the real you. At last, all the plans that we had, be it Goa, be it prom, or be it walking down the carpet in our graduation gowns, all just vanished into thin air.
Yes, we didn't have any of these. And with that, we lost the last ever opportunity to see all of us together again. To have one final night in school, to have our last meal in school, and to dance on Railgadi together as one batch. So thank you, batch of 2020, the teachers and the faculty, for giving Khushi and I the chance to be your presidents. Thank you for always hearing us out and standing beside us, supporting us each time in need. Long live batch of 2020.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain. when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Oh, cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your. Yeah, yeah. Memories bring back your.
tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever.
Graduates, teachers, and parents, all my fellow Pathwaysians, I miss seeing you all every day. Every graduating student always wonders, how did it go by so fast? Wasn't it just yesterday that we were cursing our IAs and worrying about our eventual IB exams? Wasn't it just yesterday that we were laughing and talking at our hidden meeting spots? Shout out to the biolab, by the way. Normally, time flying by is an exaggeration, but this time it's real. We did have too little time. We didn't get to take our last rounds around the amphi between classes. We didn't get to say our fond goodbyes to our classrooms, to our teachers, to each other. Our worries about writing the exam suddenly flipped and became anxieties about pulling up our grades without exams. But today is not the day to run around in more circles regretting that abrupt end. Today is about recognizing that we did the best we could given the time and opportunity we did have. I feel that our batch's 2 years in Takshila have been more eventful than any other batches, despite being shorter. Whether it be that explosive ICANN conference, which could have rivaled the Indian elections for political masala, or whether it be the vibrant, life-sized productions of West Side Story and Chicago that we pulled off 2 years in a row. Whether it's the successful MUN or amazing memories from Teachers' Day. Us dance kids both dazzling the stage every time and sneaking off to Panini to kill some time. Or what was one of the most memorable camps of my life at Manali. We never did anything by half. We took ownership of whatever we undertook and brought it to life. You know why? It's because nothing could stop us from dreaming big. It's not practical, it's clashing with summatives. Most people are backing out. So what? We still made it happen. As we go on with our lives, It is this spirit of never ever backing down from our dreams that's going to carry us far. But we must remember that until today, our big dreams were achievable not only thanks to us, but due to the continuous support from our teachers and parents. Whether it be feedback for our severely last minute IAs or picking us up from day after day after day of staybacks, you are the ones who have helped bring us dreamers to reality, helped us bring our dreams to reality, despite the crazy deadlines and the much crazier procrastination. Thank you for everything. From when I joined this school in grade 8 and won the CIS award for my environmental initiative Astitva, to getting a near perfect score in the MYP, to being middle school president, to performing Bharatnatyam solos time after time on the school stage, just on one day's notice at times, to where I stand now as your valedictorian, with offers to study at Imperial, Georgia Tech, MBBS in the UK, and almost full scholarship at the University of Toronto. I need to thank the Pathways family that has taken me into its fold and allowed me to thrive, to dream. But dreamers, remember, now it is time to spread our wings and realize our dreams on our own. While this pandemic is keeping us locked at home and depriving us of doing this graduation face-to-face one last time in the amphitheater, it is also giving us a world of opportunity. In the years to follow, there will be high demand for people like you and me, talented artists to keep up morale, talented economists to guide us, and politicians to lead us. We all know who we're talking about here. Talented businesswomen and men to deal with the financial fallout, and talented scientists and doctors to deal with the pandemic itself. I myself look forward to being on the front lines of biomedical research, taking full advantage of the opportunity this pandemic has given us. And I'm proud to say that with the million dreams that our batch is dreaming today, there will never be a short supply of the talented individuals we need tomorrow. As we have done over the last 2 years and more, we will make it happen. I look forward to seeing every one of us living out our million dreams. Thank you.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out 'cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, 'cause you don't have another day. 'Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of the night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can he ever find a job that won't interfere with pretend? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will this memory fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever.
with time and change of heart. If I hold on to the memories and use them to guide me, will you be right here beside me? Everything I know is behind me. I'm starting a new life. I just don't want to say goodbye. On everything we know, friends we've made, I don't want to let go. After everything that we have learned, it's our time now, it's our turn. If I hold on to the memories and use them to guide me, will you be right here beside me? Everything I know is behind me. I'm starting a new life. I just don't want to say goodbye. The lights go dim as we suddenly see it's time to find who we're meant to be. We couldn't wait for this to end. Now we wish we could start again. If I hold on to the memories and use them to guide me, will you be right here beside me? Everything I know is behind me. I'm starting a new life. I just don't want to say goodbye.
August 2005 was the year when I stepped into Pathways. 15 years seem to have been passed in a jiffy. Why can't time stand still? Not during the COVID-19, but a time when I was physically present at the campus with my ever so amazing friends and outstanding teachers. Those days feel so nostalgic. As I revive my love for Pathways, started with my all-time favorite teacher, Miss Poonam Bharadwaj. What she does is magic, and then there is no looking back. I may be mischievous, but that's what my teachers have loved me for. To all my mentors and the big boss, Manjula ma'am, you have turned my hours of questioning, doubting and fearing into working, exploring and living. Heartfelt gratitude to all of you. Please continue to shower your blessings on us. Friends, we all have different career choices, but we are all bound by a common thread, pathways, and a million memories to take along.
I think I finally did make it to graduation after all. Pathways has been more like a second home to me. We've seen it all. We've seen days from coming to school wearing bibs and onesies to being sent back from school for not wearing a tie. We've gone through cluelessly coming to school and eating sand in the park to still cluelessly coming to school and trying to do the IB. But the school has given me 15 years worth of memories that I will never forget. And a lot has changed over these years, but one thing, which is these 5 people right here that have made this time even more memorable and amazing.
I remember the strange mix of emotions when I first joined boarding. Now I can be extremely thankful to not only my parents, but the most understanding dorm parents I've had the experience of living with. Now thinking about it, I feel I perhaps never lived my boarding days to the fullest. It definitely made me a lot more independent, but I would miss some morning wake-up calls, rushing for breakfast, and always having to skip breakfast because we were sneakily up all night playing pranks on each other. I would miss our prep time, phone time, movie nights, getting my second phone caught, and I would always love the fact that Pathways always made me learn from my mistakes.
It seems unreal that the journey we started as a bunch of toddlers is now coming to an end. From art classes with Aditi ma'am back in second grade, all the way to IA all-nighters to make sure we make our deadlines. From walking in a line to reach the cafeteria, all the way to making full-on sprints to make sure we are not late for our next class. Somewhere between all of this, we all grew up and forged friendships that will last a lifetime. Sure, there were plenty of ups and downs, and I'm sure there'll be many more in the future. However, our time at Pathways will always be something which will bring a smile to our faces.
Wrapping up almost 14 years in 30 seconds seems close to impossible, and calling my journey at Pathways a roller coaster ride would be an understatement. From having 2 hours of sleep time straight after lunch to pulling all-nighters for IA submissions, from throwing popcorn parties every time we broke a tooth to planning Teachers' Day and prom, from Sodexo to Caterman to Sesta, we have seen it all. Starting our tiny steps under my mother and finally showing those completed class hours to my father, it's been quite a journey for all 7 of us.
Now that we're on the verge of saying goodbye, I would like to thank everyone for being a part of this incredible journey. Thank you to Pathways for giving me opportunities to explore myself, memories of a lifetime, and most importantly, a second family.
Good evening, parents, teachers, and last but definitely not the least, the class of 2020. As I have reflected on what I've watched the class of 2020 experience through their last year at PWS, I observed that in an era when it has become easy for young people to focus on individual needs and wants, the class of 2020 chose to leave no one behind. The cohesiveness, camaraderie, and caring this grade has demonstrated is something for which they will long be remembered. Of course, for many other reasons as well, this year will go down in our history books. In the history books of the IB, the first time that DP examinations were cancelled ever. Students, as we prepare to celebrate this turning point, I think it is appropriate to share one last observation and hopefully a little bit of wisdom with you. Until now, your education has been meticulously planned for you, usually in discrete packages. You generally knew what was going to be taught and how you would be assessed so you could prove you had learned something. Thank your teachers and parents for that. The funny thing about real life is that there are no longer daily objectives written on the board to guide you. Learning becomes more difficult to quantify, and most real-life tests are unannounced, especially tests involving your character, ethics, and empathy for others. By the way, these tests may well continue for at least the next 60 years. You will learn that your education will change forms. The most important lesson you learn may well occur at 2 a.m. in a spirited debate in your dorm or in a coffee house, rather than in the first hour global politics lesson. But that does not give you license to bunk classes. Lessons will come disguised as opinions, sometimes from people you aren't particularly interested in listening to. Listen carefully, especially to those unscripted and unsolicited opinions. They will help develop and define your belief system. As a side note, remember when you thought your parents didn't know a lot? Watch how incredibly smart they become over the next decade. For the most part, this intellectual leap will not come from attending academic classes. It turns out that parents are pretty skilled at picking up on real life lessons. Continue to talk and listen to your parents. They have learned from their mistakes and will save you much stress and anxiety. Most importantly, they will not charge you for their expertise. Now, I would like to ask our graduating students to remember 3 letters. PWS. The P standing for Pursuit of Excellence. There are 2 quotes I often use as a yardstick in my own life, which I would like to share with you. One last time. The first by Ralph Marston, who said, and I quote, "Excellence is not a skill, it is an attitude," unquote. You must have heard the next quote by Zig Ziglar several times, and I quote, "Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. Unquote. The biggest lesson I have learned from life is that for excellence, you need to work hard consistently. This is a sure road in excelling in whatever you are working at. To excel in anything, you have to put in plenty of blood, sweat, and tears. The norm is that it takes 10,000 hours for you to gain mastery in anything you may pursue. Let this year be a case in point. Students who have worked consistently over these 2 years will have a definite advantage over the students who thought they could become serious about their work just towards the end. You must need to trust in your abilities and never compare yourself to anyone else. You are a unique individual and you must find your own space to work at. Never stop excelling. The W for winner. I would like to clarify that here I am not referring to winning at all costs or being overly competitive. To be a winner, you must have a creative vision for your life in the future. You must break out of your comfort zone and become comfortable with the unfamiliar and the unknown. You can't be paralyzed with fear of failure, or you will never push yourself. You keep pushing because you believe in yourself and in your vision, and you know that it is the right thing to do. And success will come. You will emerge as a winner when you're not afraid to fail. Finally, we have S for sincerity. And as Confucius once said, sincerity is the way of heaven. Go through life meaning what you do and doing what you mean. Be honest to yourself and you will be honest in all things. The key is to listen to your heart and let it carry you in the direction of your dreams. I have learned that it's possible to set your sights high and achieve your dreams and do it with integrity, character, and love. And each day that you are moving towards your dreams without compromising who you are winning. So let your mantra through life be PWS, pursuit of excellence, winning, and sincerity. So class of 2020, set your goals high and strive to develop your skills and potential, but be careful in how you measure your success. If you choose to be the best in the world, remember that title is fleeting and usually placed on you temporarily by others. Your success will be judged by those with whom you compete. Being the best in the world doesn't necessarily guarantee that you have developed all your skills. It might simply mean you have outshone others in a rather limited area and time frame. Here's the challenge for you. Rather than being the best in the world, strive to be the best for the world. By being the best for the world, you will constantly be challenged to independently develop your unique talents, and only you will be able to judge the success of your life. Also, by matching your unique skills to the challenges of the changing world, you will be more likely to live life to the fullest and in doing so, help others to achieve their goals. If you choose to be the best for the world will become your teacher and your growth won't be based on speed, competition, or trends. Your growth will be challenging, meaningful, fulfilling, and most importantly, lifelong. By striving to be the best for the world, you will guarantee that the gifts you have now will be fully realized, and that will be a legacy of which we will all be proud. So with this in mind, take the time to dream big, as dreams help you do great things, large and small. Continue to learn, be curious, be open to others whose interests differ from yours. Read and learn something new every day. Take responsibility of your successes and your failures. Be resilient. Learn from your mistakes and celebrate your accomplishments. As you come together as a class for the very last time, even though it is virtually, I encourage you to focus on what you have learned and accomplished in and outside of school. Let this knowledge and experience be to your advantage. as it will continue to help you live your best story. Finally, today, more than any other day, remember to be grateful. Gratitude opens the door to life and your story. Express your gratitude today, particularly to your parents, teachers, and fellow students, all who have helped bring you to this threshold of life. And as my moments come to a close, I hope your dreams take you to the corners of your smiles, to the highest of your hopes, to the windows of your opportunities, and to the most special place your heart has ever known. Congratulations and Godspeed, class of 2020, and always remember, learn, work, play, think, live. Thank you.
I'm very grateful to you for helping us with everything, starting from our silliest doubts to helping us editing our essays. Also, I want to thank the college advisory department for always being behind us for all the deadlines, because eventually it helped us all a lot. Thank you.
So I want to say thank you to everyone in the college advisory department, as their help has been invaluable in moving one step closer to my dreams as I'm about to enter college, and also for the invaluable assistance in striking a balance between my coursework in school and all the college preparations. So thank you very much. I want to thank my teachers in the computer science department for helping me grow my passion for the subject, while also learning the importance of certain qualities such as time management and patience in all my assignments. Thank you.
Last 2 years with the science department have been great. I really miss how patient and supportive they all always were.
Biology has always been my subject of solace, and over the last 2 years, this department has helped me to nurture this love. From spending countless hours pestering my teacher about my IN extended essay, to debates and story times in class to ensure a fun learning environment, I have made some memories in the biology lab which will last me a lifetime. From the very bottom of my heart, a very big thank you to this entire department for helping us and supporting us over the past 2 years.
Thank you to the entire science department. Taking the 3 sciences PCB was tough, but you all had been so supportive, understanding, and went beyond your way to ensure that I perform my very level best. I will always be grateful, as it is these strong scientific foundations that will propel me in my undergraduate course in dental surgery.
Physics in the IBDP has definitely been a journey. It's had its ups and downs, mainly ups. Just the teachers always aim to create an atmosphere in class where the students genuinely strive to study more and give us feedback on our IAs till the literal last second, which was definitely the students' fault. Sorry. But yeah, hopefully all the hard work pays off, and we appreciate every one of you.
I want to thank the whole chemistry department for being there for me during my senior school, and they helped me a lot in my IAs and in senior school and life in general. Chemistry department helped me a lot. Thank you.
So firstly, I would like to thank everyone in the science department for always being there for us, answering our stupid questions about everything and especially my chemistry teacher. Who was there for us to an extra mile, no matter what the time is, no matter what the situation is, rather personal or chemistry related, and how he always used to find a way out on everything. Thank you so much. Thank you for always being there for us.
If I was ever found bunking, I'd always be in the art room. I've been there for more than half the semester. And I think it's because the amazing art department have always been so supportive through it all, through all the insane and absurd ideas we've all had during the year. And it wouldn't be without them that I'd be able to put up such a big exhibition of my own that I was so proud of. And I'd like to thank each and every one of the teachers who's helped me throughout, making art one of my biggest achievements in school.
To all the teachers in the art department, a very big thank you to all of you for tirelessly working with me from literally 8 in the morning until 10 p.m. at night. You've always encouraged me and given me the freedom to work. You've always pushed me, which has allowed me to discover the best within me. I'm so blessed to have you as my mentors, and not just as mentors but as friends also, who've helped me in every way.
The art department is just the best department. They've taught me to never be afraid of challenges and to always think bolder and to think brighter. They've taught me that you can have fun while still being productive. And in the past 10 years that I've been at Pathways, the art department has just been so kind to me and so supportive of everything that I do. They've always felt so homely and they're like a family to me.
Initially, art was very challenging for me, but thanks to the whole art department, they were always there for me. Thanks for believing in me and for being so supportive. I'll definitely miss you all and thank you for everything.
I just want to say a big thank you to the dance department for nurturing us students throughout the years and helping us better our technique and making us better performers. From the countless hours of practice from Founders Day to graduation ceremony, you've always made learning fun for us. Thank you.
I don't think I can thank the music department enough for giving me the opportunity to showcase my talent, not just in front of my grade, but also in front of the entire school at times, which really meant a lot to me. And also for helping me clear exams that really helped me polish my skills even further. So a big thank you to all the teachers of the music department.
The DT department has done so much more for me than just teach me an IB subject. It is because of the teachers that I was able to discover the field of design, a subject that I grew to love and what I'm ultimately going to study in university. Going to the basement hall of Nalanda was like coming to my happy place, where I could learn from and share a laugh with the people who inspired me with their expertise every day. Thank you.
So I remember the first time that I took math lecture, I was like, just take it for 1 month and just drop it after like that because I was never really that good in math. But after 2 years, when I see my growth, I can really thank the maths department for that. And they actually made maths really interesting and exciting for me. So thank you for being there for me for these whole 2 years.
I would like to thank the entire maths department for being so kind and encouraging throughout the 2 years. Thank you for making it super easy for us to connect with each and every one of you. And a big thank you for always standing by our side and helping us with the course and the assignments till the end. Thank you for making all the classes fun and I will always remember them.
Thank you, Maths Department, for helping me with my studies so that I can gain a better grade. Thank you for seeing that I was having difficulty in the class and helping me even if I didn't ask. Thank you for showing me it is okay to ask for help. Thank you for making me a better person after all.
The business department has truly taught me how to apply the skills taught in class to the real world. And I discovered this on the Mumbai trip when we went to the National Stock Exchange and where I was able to make productive conversations with the people over there. And I would really like to thank the business department for preparing me for such wonderful opportunities.
Business has always been a subject that I've enjoyed studying. Thanks to each one of you who has always guided us at each and every stage. I would like to thank you for spending so much of your time on giving us feedback and making sure we perform well. Attending business classes was so much fun. It's only because of you that we could get admissions into our dream colleges. Thank you. We'll miss you all a lot.
I always look forward to economics classes at school, not only because I wanted to pursue it in the future, but my teacher made sure that all of us understood all the concepts in the classes were very interesting. Also, I want to thank her especially for my extended essay, for which she gave me numerous feedbacks, and it finally, hopefully, turned out to be good.
Thank you to all the resident parents for always comforting us and being there for us even during midnight. Most importantly, thank you for waking us up for school, because if you didn't do that, half of us wouldn't have been able to attend school on time. You all have always taught us the importance of punctuality and showed us the right path. And most importantly, you've taught us how to stay together as a family. So thank you so much and we love you all.
In these 6 years, the dorm parents at Pathways have just taught me so much about life and have helped me develop some very important skills, including time management or my code of conduct. And they've just made this journey so much easier and so much better. And I would just like to thank all of them for always being there for us throughout this journey.
In senior school, if we needed any assistance, our first point of contact were these three musketeers. Our first musketeer, Sudha ma'am, was just like a one-stop shop for all of us, from giving us exeat, stationery slips, etc. to making sure we reach our classes on time. Our second musketeer, Ruby ma'am, has always been very supportive and a mast maula. Even in the most difficult situations at the end, she was chill and used to calm us down. Our third musketeer, Lavina ma'am, wasn't just a teacher, she was like Miss Overseas for all of us. She really helped most of us to get into our dream colleges by making the college application process transparent and hassle-free. These musketeers are like a backbone of Takshila. Hats off to them. And I bet a single day the senior school cannot function without them. Thank you.
I was probably the most irritating student to the entire English department, which is why I thank them and love them so much, because no matter how busy they were, they just never turned me down, and they helped me with anything and everything, whether it was related to my English IAs or my TOK presentation, both my TOK presentations, Meraki, and even my college applications now and then. So thank you so much for being the best mentors. The best mentors. I really couldn't have done it without you.
English has always been one of my favorite classes throughout senior school. The entire English department has helped me in a lot of ways in the past 2 years, and one of these ways is that the teachers were always there to help me improve my writing skills and give me ideas that I could write my scripts on. And I'm extremely thankful for them, since the skills they've taught me and helped me improve on are going to help me a lot in my future, considering I'm going for film. I'd also like to thank all the teachers of senior school for helping our entire batch regardless of how troublesome we all could get. We'll miss you a lot.
नमस्कार, पूरे हिंदी विभाग को मेरा तहे दिल से धन्यवाद। आप लोगों के कारण मेरे हिंदी भाषा में बोलने, लिखने और पढ़ने के कौशल की ही वृद्धि नहीं हुई है, बल्कि इसने मुझे एक अद्भुत अवसर दिया है अपनी मातृभाषा के जरिए भारत की संस्कृति, रीति रिवाज और समाज के प्रति बहुत सा ज्ञान प्राप्त करने की। आपकी इस तत् सहायता की वजह से मैंने आज हिंदी बी विषय, हिंदी में विस्तृत निबंध, वाइवा और मौखिक प्रस्तुति सफलतापूर्वक पूर्ण की है। इस सब के लिए आप सभी का बहुत बहुत बड़ा धन्यवाद।
सुप्रभात। आज मेरी मौखिक प्रस्तुति का विषय है gratitude. Ever since I joined 9th grade, I've been a Hindi student, and the progress that I've made in the past 4 years is only because of the motivation and the amount of confidence the entire Hindi department has had in me. Whether it was going from capable to proficient or proficient and back to capable, my teachers have never stopped believing in me. From the very beginning, the Hindi lesson was always the most fun and activity-packed lesson, even though in 12th grade I may have bunked quite a few lessons. Thank you once again to the entire Hindi department, and I hope to see you very soon. Dhanyavad.
I would like to say thank you to the history department for everything that we've learned from them from the last 2 years. Personally, history has been one of my favorite subjects, and honestly, I'm so glad I was able to learn so much more this year than I ever had before. And it's been an absolute pleasure learning under you, and on behalf of the history students of the batch of 2020 and from my side, we just want to say thank you so much for all the lessons and the classes. Thank you.
It was my first psychology class where my teacher created such an environment and encouraged me to open up and answer as many questions as I could. So I would like to thank the psychology department so much for making me the girl that I am today.
Being a new student at PWS has been a much easier transition than I thought it would be, especially in the middle of the diploma. Geography has been a subject I have had so much interest in for so long, and in the past year that interest only grew with the fun class discussions we had with our teacher, and we got to learn so much. So I would just like to extend a heartfelt thanks for that.
Sports have been a major part of my life, and I'm really thankful to the PE department, which has always motivated me and inspired me to work hard. Their support has not only made me a better sports person, but also made me a better human being in general. So I'm really thankful to them for their support throughout my journey as a sports person in school.
I remember in 8th grade when I joined, I was like the most non-sporty person ever. And I remember I joined badminton, I couldn't even run like 2 steps. And like now when I see myself, I've like grown tremendously, and I am like the badminton captain, and I can only thank the PE department for that, for converting me into who I am and helping me gain confidence and making me the sporty person that I am today.
I cannot extend my gratefulness towards Pathways World School without thanking the PE department for all those amazing memories and for all those amazing life lessons that they've given us to be a student in our schools. They've taught us what it truly means to excel beyond academics and provided us with opportunities to develop beautiful relationships. Thank you so much, PE department.
I'd like to say a really big thank you to the entire PE department for being so motivating and encouraging to me, whether they saw me in the field or in the pool or trying a new sport during inter-house events. They were always so encouraging and motivating, not only to me but to so many other students at school. And the environment they created, the sports environment they created, was so rich and memorable, and I think it's going to be something that we're all going to miss. So thank you so much.
I'd like to thank the French department for allowing me to learn to appreciate the French language and French culture. I know we were a tough bunch, but thank you so much for being patient with us. And thank you for making the last 2 years of French the best they could be. Vous allez me manquer.
The Spanish department is the one from which I've gotten the most holistic learning over these 2 years. Our teachers made us love and learn Spanish like a language, not just a subject. They made us absorb the culture and the traditions rather than just memorize words, and they took the effort to understand how we learn. Thanks to them, I'll continue to learn and use the language much past high school. Muchas gracias a las profesoras y las extrañaré mucho.
Thank you to the entire MFL department for all of the wonderful hard work you put in every single lesson, making it fun and interactive and educational all at the same time. Thank you for all of the lovely games that are a part of each and every one of the lessons, and thank you for being so persistent in making sure that we all participate in class, and for being a part of our journey to learning a new language. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Namita ma'am, for being such a stellar guide in our 2-year IB journey. There were multiple instances where many of us would often get stuck and be clueless as to what we should do next. But your guiding hand was always there, giving us amazing advice and helping us take the correct decisions, be it related to academics or life in general. This also made you extremely approachable, as it allowed us to openly talk to you about anything on our mind. Another thing which we are really grateful for is your never fading belief and confidence in us, which somewhere also kept us going in difficult times. I remember people telling me in middle school about how everyone feared Namita ma'am in senior school. Even though you didn't get to teach me math, I don't think what everyone told me in middle school was correct. And on that note, we will certainly miss you a lot in the time to come. Thank you, Namita ma'am.
The Dean of Residences, Mr. Saurav Sinha, has made our lives in the boarding wholesome and memorable. From the weekly parantha nights to letting us keep a pet in the residence, he made sure that he listens to all our problems and wishes. He's always stood up for the boarders every time, and he made sure that we're living in a home away from home.
Thank you, Manjula ma'am, for everything that you have done over the past 2 years to improve our lives in Takshila. You have built a trustworthy bridge so that we can communicate with you openly and express our thoughts. You constantly took feedback about our academic life and our life in boarding. You supported us and encouraged us at each and every level, even at places when we weren't confident in ourselves. And also big thank you for allowing us to plan prom in February, even the majority of our grade did not attend camps. And for not keeping the bathroom locked for very long. And for giving all the chocolates out of your office. We are sorry if we ever made you feel that your office is a police station. We hope to see you soon, and we will always remember you. Thank you.
Dear Ms. Mehta, although your time with us has been short, you have influenced our lives in ways more than one. One of our most precious memories with you has been when you approached all the senior school students in boarding about the positive and negative aspects of school life. It was one of the few times that we really felt heard and our opinions felt valued. I remember students being relieved at the thought of a director who wanted to hear the good and the bad aspects of the school. Altogether, I want to thank you for your guidance, your patience, and for all that you do for us. Thank you.
This is where the chapter ends. A new one now begins. Time has come for letting go. The hardest part is when you know all of these years when we were here are ending. But I'll always remember we have had the time of our lives. And now the pages turn, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. Where the water meets the land, there is shifting in the sand, like the tide that ebbs and flows. Memories will come and go. All of these years when we were here are ending, but I'll always remember we have had the time of our lives, and now the pages turn, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. We say goodbye, we hold on tight to these memories that never die. We say goodbye, we hold on tight to these memories that never die. We have had the time of our lives, and now the pages turned, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives.
Class of 2020. It's strange today that I stand and speak to an empty auditorium. An auditorium filled with chairs, but the life missing. You, dear students. Nevertheless, I shall go ahead and speak and share with you what you all deserve, our love and blessings. This would have been in the amphitheatre on the evening of the 11th of April, with pomp, circumstance, and a lexicon of special terms. Academic regalia, processing down the aisle, conferring of degrees. But it's not. The format has changed. And yet to me, it holds as much meaning and significance as it would have had it been on the 11th of April in the amphitheatre with all the buzz and excitement, and each one of you in your graduation gowns. Each year, when the line of graduates finally appears and begins that last long walk into the amphitheatre, I feel like I might cry. However, this year the midterm break seemed to have extended forever, and your school life has come to an abrupt close without giving you an opportunity to say your goodbyes. But dear graduates, this is life. It throws at us many twists and turns, and some so steep and difficult that it takes a lot of grit and strength to climb and succeed. I'm sure that each one of you have that steel and strength in you, and even in this strange situation, without pomp and glory, the red carpet and the arc lights, with each one of you sitting in your homes, scattered far away from all the friends you expected to be with on this important day, you have become graduates. Feel the true spirit of having completed school and ready to take flight into the big world waiting for you. Go out there and take the bull by its horns. The world needs critical yet creative thinkers, even more than ever before. I wish we could give all of you the graduation you deserve. I wish we could give all your parents the chance to hear your name ring out and see you walk across that stage and receive your diploma. I wish we could gather afterward on the Han field for that grand special dinner and take pictures and celebrate that you have accomplished. But this is not to be. However, you've gained something more important than any of that. As young adults, you know something powerful. You have been tested, and you will not falter. You will keep going on despite the uncertainties of the new real. And although you're entering a very different world from the one you expected, it's still the world that needs you. Nothing in life is better than being needed. I'm confident that you're ready for what lies ahead. The world will offer you numerous opportunities along with many difficult challenges. You must use that passion that I have mentioned earlier and find a determination deep inside you that will enable you to handle anything that gets in your way. There is a big world out there awaiting each of you. Your future can be as bright as you dream it to be. Enjoy your journey and savor each moment. Create a future for yourself that you will be excited about and be proud of. Please believe in yourself. Be a kind and caring person. I believe that these things are important and will help in providing you with a great life. James Gardner once said, "Life is an endless process of self-discovery." I wish this to be true for all of you. There is also a saying, "Wherever you go, go with all your heart." I hope you also do just that. To my team of teachers, thank you for sharing your knowledge, passion, and gift of teaching. You are an awesome and resilient collection of dedicated professionals that demonstrate day in and day out that you have protective instincts and have provided our students with a challenging and safe place to excel and succeed. You have navigated the challenges of change and the unknown and never wavered in your commitment to our students or school. To the parents of our graduating seniors, words cannot express my deepest appreciation and gratitude for your continued support and involvement in our school. I believe that what sets Pathways World School is your involvement and care that you invest in our young adults. Thank you for sharing your most precious possession, your children, for entrusting us with their education and personal development. Class of 2020, your graduation cap tassels would have been worn on the left side of the cap, this symbolizing your time as a student, and you would have then moved it to the right, confirming your newfound status as graduates. It is time now for you to experience this status. Congratulations, class of 2020. I now declare you all graduates. Good luck and God bless you all on your journey here on, and I'm sure you will do us proud. Thank you.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this chance and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this chance and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Hello students, your batch is really good in all the sports and your participation was in inter-school, inter-house was fabulous in 2019-20. Wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
It's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask.
Dear students of batch 2020, I am Dr. Prabhat Pandey, HOD Physical Education and Sports. On behalf of my department, the entire team, I would like to know you that you are really special batch to all of us. For the simple reason being that the achievements that you all people have achieved this particular year was excellent and marvelous and the best till now in all the batches of Pathways World School Aravali. There were 60 plus ISSO national participation and there were 10 plus SGFI national participation from this particular batch. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you. Batch of 2020.
We wish you all the best. I hope you had the time of your life. you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Graduates, on behalf of all your teachers, I would like to say, today marks the end of an era at school as doors open to a new, exciting chapter in your lives. You are ready, willing, and more than able to grasp the torch that we bestow upon you. Yours is the future, and on you the world will come to depend. May your years ahead continue to be characterized by empathy, compassion, objectivity, and willingness to take risks. Always lead by example, work hard, and play straight, children. May your successes be many and your tribulations be few and far between. Before I call upon the Student Council Presidents Siddhant and Khushi to give one last message to their fellow graduates, I would like to end with a quote by Lao Tzu. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. And watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Over to Siddhant and Khushi.
To conclude the virtual graduation, we would like to say that let's not be sad that it's over. Let's be happy because it happened. Now, even though all of us would move to different parts of the world, all our bonds and memories will still and forever remain connected. And ultimately, it is these bonds and memories that define us as the batch of 2020. Thank you so much, everyone.
May I now request the Senior School Principal, Ms. Manjula Shenoy, to close the ceremony.
First of all, my sincere apologies for all the technical glitches that we have experienced. We, I think, have lived truly to be the risk takers, the learner profile. This is the first ever virtual graduation that we as a team have experienced. The new real has pushed us to push our limits and give it our best because we wanted to bring a closure for our class of 2020. Yes, there were the hiccups. There were some background sounds. The video took a little while to play. However, the message is what we've done for you is done with a lot of love and care. We want the very best for all of you. And like what I've already said in my speech, these are times that don't seem normal. But what we have to accept is that this is the new normal, probably. And taking this as the new normal, we have to be able to find solutions and move ahead and give it our very best. And that is what we have tried as a team here for all of you, dear students. The song that played said, we have had the time of our lives. The stories we will write. And I'm sure that each one of you will step out into that big world and write a story that you will all be extremely proud of. Remember, dear students, whether you choose to study in India or whether you choose to go overseas, you represent yourself, your parents, the school, and the country. Do not fail any of us. Not yourself, not your parents, not your school, not your country. You have to be the ambassadors that keep the flag high, flying high. Your family traditions and values, the school flag, and the flag of the country. And I'm sure that all of you will do that. It would be incomplete if I do not thank a few of the team members. First of all, a huge thanks to the school management for always being there to support us in all the risks and endeavors that we take. This was a big endeavor to do the whole thing virtually. Thank you so much for that. To my team of teachers, a lot of them have worked extremely hard. Namita ma'am has connected with all of you students, connecting with you, getting the videos ready to be looped together. Thank you, Namita. Simon sir, who has put this whole video together, the entire video with the speeches looped in, with the two films that were made, with all our speeches recorded live. All of this was not easy. Thank you, Simon sir. Adele, who made a lot of us, and I can say that for myself, believe that we can sing. The last song was sung live by all of us. So thank you so much, Adele, for making us believe in ourselves that we can do things we've never done before. All of you students who have contributed, who have sat remotely, who have videographed yourselves, who have given yourself the time, the space to be able to put this whole thing together. Thank you to each one of you, to Nupur and to Neenamal for handling the social media, despite the glitches that have been there. It has not been an easy road to take on. So thank you, Neenamal, and thank you, Nupur Kaura. Thank you so much, Manish Raina. I think he helped us with handling the webinar jar. It was not easy either. A lot of us are doing this for the very, very first time. So once again, I may have missed a few names here and there, but please forgive me. It is a huge thank you to everyone who has contributed. And above all, to Ms. Mehta, our school director, who has believed that we could go ahead and do this and giving us this chance to be able to put this for all of you, dear students. I hope you have enjoyed, and there has been some kind of a closure that has been brought to an otherwise odd year. Like I have said, I'm an optimist. I am sure I'm going to see each one of you before you head into university. The results will be out, like what the IB has said, on the 6th of July. And I hope to see you here in school to take your results back. And I'm sure all of you will do well. Our best wishes from the management, from our school director, from the entire team of teachers that has taught you right from your primary years to the middle school and at senior school. We wish each one of you, dear graduates, the very best in life. Go out there, soar like the falcon, and make us all proud. Thank you so much for standing by and for being there with us this evening. Thank you. I think with this, we close this virtual graduation ceremony. Siddhant and Kushi, you are the representatives for the entire student body. Please do convey to all the students our love, our affection, and our blessings. God bless you all. Thank you.